coming back from the player break, I think it's 11 times this has been played for that of OG, and they've won it 9. So quite the record on this in recent times. And
looks like it's a non-starter.
Yeah, we won't be getting this one underway right now, but we can talk about those GG.bet odds at the top of your screen favoring OG, and that makes a lot of sense after the way that they picked up map number 1. Let's just quickly recap a little bit of the action that went on over there. It was a fantastic lockout of a first half, and then clutches on the T side. Now, if we continue that narrative forward, clutches on the T side of Inferno, they can't be the bread and butter of their gameplay here. They will need to step up and have some cleaner gun rounds, and kicking that off with the pistol round would be one step in the right direction to getting OG in their first grand final. It's wild to think it's almost been a year since we were at that CS Summit event, Alex, where we witnessed them debuting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, time has gone very, very quick. Yeah, look, we're a couple months
don't forget,
shy. I
like,
think it was in December, but I'm rounding up.
And this year has kind of flown by.
Chad says they're dirty. They look lovely.
Josh, do you reckon they're dirty or clean?
They look squeaky clean to me. I mean, they're in
can
water.
we look at how little water they're working with? Like, you're going to get dirty if there's just bloodshed dripping into your pond all the time.
That's true.
The
something to eat.
Pennies
What if they like it?
Pennies? I think.
Yeah.
I mean, piranhas, you know.
Well, you know, koi fish, they grow to the size of their...
Of their what?
I guess tank or environment would probably be a better size.
They grow to the size of their environment. So you're telling me that koi fish
they
like liquid?
No, they obviously don't expand to the exact size of the water they're in, but if they only have a little bit of water to grow.
So koi expand to fill their container. Cats, koi, water.
Displacement.
Displacement. Words.
Just around now, underway here as Fnatic will be starting on the CT side. JW kit and a smoke in hand, and USPs with Kevlar for the other 4. Utility of nades. And hello, catch that one, Golden. Good night.
Sweet Prince, that hurts. Ouch. I love it when Alexi's taken down Golden as well. You know, they're both the voices to have made the call in that round.
Well, that's a great opening. It's a free opening as well, because all it cost them was the nades. And they've taken out one member of Fnatic here. 3 men from Fnatic stand towards the A side of things, and they want to keep position towards top middle. Smoke for Alexi, flashes as well in play.
I guess the one downside is that most of Fnatic are still here, dedicating that additional man that was maybe destined for B towards the A side. Now, we like this. Yeah, we've seen this before. Brolin's probably very cognizant of it too, but now he's caught in between a rock and a hard place, and he chooses the rock. Around we go, Alexi B buying some time, being a nuisance. Brolin forced into the fight. Doesn't win it either. Alexi B, nicely done.
Yeah, but this is where they could throw it away. And in order to not squander it, they need to make sure that Alexi plays passive, because they'll waste so much time looking for him. Look at this. They are desperately hunting him, and every second on the clock is another second gained. He can spot him and will execute him, but that's a lot of time rotted. NBK needs one clean headshot, and he's not got it yet. Crims has got a chance. The Glock favored in this duel. JW giving it a go as well. There's the headshot. And that's the round. Nice work from OG. Started with a nade kill, ends with a double from NBK.
That's great work there, knowing that Fnatic love to go for that little bit of a second mid info play at the start of the rounds, jumping through the window to see if there's anybody home towards second mid. Well, yes, they were, and they had grenades, and you can see exactly what that does as Golden's body hits the roof, hits the deck, and well, that was the key for OG to continue their fight towards that A side of things. So you love it when a plan comes together, and I'm sure Alexi would have had a massive smile on his face after pulling that one off, as OG now will buy on in. They have a MAC-10 and MP7. They have 2 AK-47s and a Galil. On the other side of things, it will be the Fnatic Force buy. No scout, just the pistol. CZ-75 for Crims, P250 in play for Flusher, and the rest with Deagles. But note the smokes. That's what's the most potent into a round like this. If they can hold on to these, if they can get the timing right, they will be able to lock OG out and force them to fight through the smoke. So with 1:25 left on the clock, we've only seen one smoke come out in the early stages here.
Interesting. Always interesting to see how Fnatic approach their CT side here on Inferno. It's very information-driven, very by the book.
Just 2 smokes towards halls early. That's the Alexi B special, how we'd normally send 3 players over towards halls and have them pounce out of apps on a couple of flashes. So the fact that they've already dedicated 2 smokes towards that side of things tells me that Fnatic have done their homework, they have watched the demos, and they will be ready for that style of play.
That's one way to deny mid-control. Oh, MBK lucky to get away with that one. JW could get caught here, nade in hand, and just unload his Deagle, nearly finds 3. If only the Deagle was a little more potent, or the nade the same, now it can soften him up for Golden. If he puts a single bullet through that smoke, he's got the bomb in his view, and he will be mollied and sprayed out of contention. But with them being so low, 30 seconds on the clock, this is where Fnatic can really do something dirty.
Oh, they've got the bomb.
They still have time to go B if they go now, but it looks like it has to be A.
The CTs are there. Flush is tucking back into B, and Brolin's found the head. That was one of the only healthy members. Now they've got nothing. Less than 100 between them all.
9 bullets. Crim's got to make use of them.
Nice. NBK just cratered. That's embarrassing. 7 seconds. Issa needs a plant. He gets the headshot. Can clutch up, but Fnatic with just pistols. Second round force. Now a Mac 10. Flusher versus Issa. Issa wants info. And he gets more than that. A swing with the Mac 10. He unloads the full clip. He wants to make sure they remember.
Yeah, he'll give him a bit more as well. Look at this.
Just remember to defuse. You don't have a kit. You don't want to... Oh.
Really trying to get under the skin at all times, Fnatic. Now, for them, they're just going to smile. They're going to laugh. They're not going to care if people do it to them. But there are players who genuinely do get a little bit worked up when the BM comes into play. Frustration at an all-time high. And this is obviously a semi-final. But that's a perfect bend back there.
Yes.
Not too many people have that level of flexibility. But NBK is showing us exactly what he's been working on. And that's the stretches.
Oh...
And relax. A 1-1. No fun. OG forcing. Single Galil. Is this going full eco in this? Did he miss the memo? No, he's just a little late.
Guess he needed to know if he needed any utility for a round like this, but with 3 smokes and a bunch of flashes, I don't think OG can contest for too much map control. They're going fast A here. This is very, very telegraphed.
Lexi wants to kill him right here, right now, and it just doesn't find the crosshair placement. Brolin readies himself for the push. This looks great for Fnatic. Could be the 1, 2, maybe even a third, as Mantu does go down. Brolin single-handedly defends the A site and secures the second round for his squad. Valda wants to change my mind. Can't do so.
Get that AK.
Where is it?
Get the bloody AK.
There it is. So now that we get the eco, so we can all relax. Someone can get annoyed that we're not talking about the game.
Rush can, though.
Hello?
Do you want to do one of those things that you're good at?
You talk, game, go now.
I usually
MC do the observing?
Yeah, MC, you want to take over for this round? He said, sure, he's going to do his very best.
You guys are on comms all the time?
Yeah, pretty much. We're open comms, so you can let me know. 2's pushing, 1's pushing, and all this kind of stuff. So it's a really nice system, honestly. I like it a lot.
So we're definitely giving you way too much credit.
You know, I deserve like half the credit at least, I would say.
That's fine. That sounds like a fair distribution.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But I really don't think OG are going to do anything this round. It seems like the rounds I get, the teams do nothing. So I don't know if you guys have kind of planned it that way, or...
I don't think so. I think that must just be a strange coincidence.
Big smoke from Brolin coming down here. That's locking him out for at least 15 seconds. I'm pretty sure that's the exact amount of time on that smoke grenade. But JW, he could farm a lot of cash here. He's an AWPer. He does like to bring it out. I'm curious to see if Flush is going to be picking up on the B side as well. I'm pretty sure he is. Oh, the nade onto Alexia. Oh, no. A bit of payback, you could say, but... limping out Brolin here with the AK. It's not a Krieg, but it doesn't matter. This kid can still frag, and that's for sure. Quick reload here. I don't think Mantu could do it, you know? I mean, it is a Glock. It's a powerful weapon. Crims could get caught out, but no. The round is done.
Rush,
easy peasy. Yo.
How do you feel about, like, BM? If someone kills you, shoots the body, they do the little tactical crouch, how does it make you feel?
If they do it to me, I'm furious. If the players do it to each other, I think it's hilarious. I think it's brilliant. I think we should support it.
Rush knifed a guy last night in our games.
You did?
Yeah. I did. I went, guys, I've got a knife here.
And then you got it.
Yep.
That's exactly how it went, actually.
Shifting up with the blade in my hand. Oh, we did play CS as well. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's funny. Did you see how he did a joke then?
Yeah, I did.
He's getting confident.
He was insinuating knifing a person in real life.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a great joke.
We don't like violence around these parts.
Oh, and I don't think Alexi B does either. The bottom banana are a little bit too hot for him right now, living in between the smokes and the flames. But Mantu's there to try and help him out. But if anything, just cops a whole load of damage with Valda as well. Initial damage definitely pendulum swinging towards Fnatic's favor. Molly goes on back, but Golden's done his work.
There's a reason OG picked this. And it's time to start seeing if any of that can materialize in the weapon round. This is Fnatic's turf. Alexi's definitely more aware of that than we are. And so making this choice, actively picking it up. Of course, OG not working with a coach at the moment due to recent news. Now, Crim's rotating to B. That's purely a feeling call from Golden. And now he's going to have to pivot back because MBK opens up space, and a lot of it There's only one man on the site. Brolin, typically very good, but his head's just been knocked off his shoulders. NBK is having a round, and immediately it's time to remind you of playing the percentages and what that means. Over to you. Chad Burchill has more.
Well, guys, we are going to see a save.
Right. Now, when we talk about percentages, it is all in the name of pursuing the victory and primarily driven by the economy.
Yeah, okay. So just take a look here on the left-hand side of your screen, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, everybody.
They've got cash for the next round, someone might say.
Precisely, but they're playing the long game here. So,
nice demonstration. They are not going to try and kill each other. That's Rush.
I'm showing the economy here. They're arrows towards the economy.
Oh.
I can't draw outside this
Can
box,
you do
sadly.
a house with a cross in it without taking your mouse off of the...
oh, lordy. Yeah.
Remember? No. Okay. Yeah, up, down. Oh, close.
Dear.
I'll give you one more try. You got 20 seconds.
I used to know how to do it.
Go up.
Maybe like
No,
this.
start with the straight line
this looks
and then
good.
do
This
the...
looks good.
Oh, it does. No, it doesn't.
Oh, no.
Last try. Up. No, you need to go up.
Yeah, that's up.
That's where you're missing it. That's where you're missing it.
And then there you go. Here, 'cause I did that.
yay! All right. Well, the guns were saved from Fnatic here, which means they're going into this round with Galil, MP9, and UMP. But Crims and Golden have extra cash, Flusher as well, to use in the future rounds right now. So they're giving themselves an opportunity to have more gun rounds. Now, they will be wielding this MP9 over towards Banana and the UMP as well. So weapons, fantastic for the job if an execute comes in towards the site and they're tucked in behind the smokes. But Golden, sitting on the barrel, will be licked on down by some flames. He's been hurt. He's been killed. Valdo with a big opening right now as OG look for more.
Hello, OG. Not going to bend the knee.
I've had trouble doing that recently.
Yeah, you just groan now every time you stand up.
Cold, the joints.
It's no fun for anyone when you're AWPing on this tight line. It's often flashed, smoked, jiggled. It's very much a hard fight to win. JW demonstrating exactly that, trying to take the finest of margins. And as he gets smoked off,
2 CT smokes.
he's already
there.
rotating A. Golden knows what's going on.
They dumped 2 CT smokes on that, so a little bit of wasted utility right here, and they are down a man, so they do need to hedge their bet. JW needs to get in position. He's about to be smoked on off towards the Moto.
This all seems red. But I guess they still have to hit the shots. Flash isolates and separates, but the Molotov buys the time. And now once again, stuck at top mid. Did JW see the barrel? He sees more. Finds Valda, prepares for the short play. He gets it too. JW, the stopping power here, but finally his fall.
It's on Brolin again. It's always on Brolin. He's still alive. You know where he is. He is the pit pillar. And that's a fantastic multi-kill. Timing's perfect. Brolin saving Fnatic again. Not for the first time. Don't be the last either.
He loves that AUG. It's such a valuable weapon on that CT side, especially for positions just like that. Scoped on in, making his life a little bit easier against those AK-47s. Bada bing, bada bang. 2 huge frags. And then Crims, well, he's in there to help and save the AWP for JW, who also found impact in that round right there. And all that residual cash that was saved across means that Fnatic will have no qualms with their buy whatsoever. Rifles, utility, diffuse kits, AWP sitting pretty. Alexi's opted for a MAC-10. We could see something a little bit faster here towards Banana. Might want to lead the way here as we get past this initial set of utility. The stop Molotovs to slow on down. The smoke towards top Banana in play as well. And nades, well, back and forth they go. Alexi B down to 48 points of health. Valda taking some damage too. But Golden, he's going to be tagged on up alongside a Flusher. I think we might just see a set B piece here.
Haven't seen one yet. Flusher's ready for it. Posturing with the incendiary, hoping the flash baits it out. He does drop it now. Pop flash as well. That's pulled all of the utility out at the 75-second mark, and now they throw out some
3
more.
rotators.
Yeah, here we go. High-octane gamer Counter-Strike. Alexi baits the shots, knows that Golden's dropped that smoke to play behind it, and does reposition. I don't like the look of
They
this.
have nothing to play with now, utility-wise. They're all stuck in the pit. It's a murder pit. Just bodies piling up. My.
See how quick that rotation was from Fnatic? They knew 100% that was the B piece right there, and they didn't waste any time getting on over to help out Flusher and Golden on the B side of things, and now Fnatic are up to 5 rounds.
Nice.
Now, coming into this, we were obviously painting the picture that this is a good Fnatic map. This, over the history of Fnatic, you know, you go all those years back, talk about the mid-rounds with Pronax in-game leading, it's always been a fan favorite. And I'm not sure if that comes through the Crims, JW, and obviously Flusher combo, or if it's just the Fnatic name and Inferno seem to work well together. But when you get to the T sides, look out for some cheeky beaky mid-rounds. As towards B we go again. Up Banana nades, they're good, but the spam is better. Golden deals with the 2 who Made it through the Molotov. Alexi and Issa go down, and now no utility, just the pistols in hand. How much more can he find?
Little chicken noise makes me sad every time. They do recover a rifle. MBK does have the armor, but the HP is pretty low as well. JW waiting on the other side, so if they aren't careful as they crest this corner, they will pay the price. And speaking of caution, well, they run boosted. JW's seen that, but he certainly doesn't get a shot towards it. So can at least announce that they have peeled away from Banana, or at least two have. Brolin still in towards Boiler. If he waits patiently, he might be able to do something with this as they do decide that apartments will actually be the port of call. And Brolin reading this quite well so far. A little indecisive, unsure of if there was that mid-pinch coming through, but there isn't. It's all in apartments. And the chicken soaks the bullet. It doesn't really. It did, but not like to an extent. So.
Oh, Kevlar chicken.
No, sadly not. A 3v2 though is what it's left with. And honestly, Mantu and MBK are making this at least competitive. If they kept on Banana, it felt like that was all but over.
Yeah, there is a way back in. Mantu using this smoke. JW should see him. It's a one-way. Oh, he's tucked in, that's why. Into the pit they go. 14. They have to cross. They could plant without JW. Oh no, the miss. Does he have the nade? He does, but I think the fumble could get it down in time. Yes, a chance now for Mantu. Minimal. But a chance all the same. JW with the AWP, he knows it. No, he gets tagged. Now things get even more difficult. He's hoping for the elevated angle onto Flusher. Knows Graveyard's a threat as well. Oh, Fnatic are playing this so well. Yeah, his options were so limited. Great shots being hit. JW doesn't have to pay too much of a price, but $800 for every member of OG in defeat thanks to the bomb plant. That's $4,000 injected into their equipment value for the next round of play.
Yeah, the CT side money is now looking really quite nice. Over 10k on Crim's, got the AK as well. He's happy. Flusher, AK2. All sitting very pretty. Brawl and everything he needs. And obviously on the T side, it's going to be a full buy, but their money has been through the ringer now.
T side AWP late. Okay. Does it indicate
decision maybe?
Well, it does indicate that we're going to be seeing a slower pace. Smoke from Valdes, intentions to extinguish the Molotov, but none are thrown. Fnatic a very reserved stance on one side of the map, but the opposite in the apps. JW has 3 teammates, excuse me, 2, including himself, 3. Positioned towards this apartment's position. So if NBK turns this corner, he's going to get way more than he bargained for. And JW's caught Issa on the hunt as well. An app setup, and it gives them 2 opening frags. Fnatic looking like they are. This is just another day in the Inferno office. Yet to see evidence that OG can justify their map pick here against Fnatic of all teams to draft Inferno.
Plays too well with Fnatic, doesn't it? At least for now. I mean, I'm sure there could be some differences later, but
look at this smoke.
Stands.
They really need this smoke. We saw Golden underhand it. He's lining it up now. It's just to help Golden escape. Now he can play around it. Now the Molotov does nothing. You can see what it's done. It's deterred them. They park Valder in pool, hoping. But all of these rotates from Fnatic are well placed. And yeah, JW just burns Valder's lurk.
It's got to be a timeout soon. They're getting kind of...
I used to say mullered.
Mullered?
Mullered.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from. I think I was thinking of the yogurts when I was saying it, but getting mullered is what I would say is relevant description for what we were seeing so far here in our second map. It's only been the pistol round and a 5th of play. Now heading towards the double digits. It is, of course, round 10 on the way.
Getting banged out fit as well, or?
Banged out does work.
Yep. Wrecked, destroyed. Rush, you got any? Usually good to these.
Unalived. I think that's an actual one, yeah.
I just did a personal interview, actually, with Jason Moses O'Toole.
Okay,
reached out to him, coach of Team Liquid. I reached out, I just checked in. I was like, you know, what have you been up to? How are the preparations going? He told me he's put a £5 brisket on the grill. and it'll be ready
has he sent you any pictures
in
of it?
about 9.5 hours.
I've been asking for updates about his meat.
9 hours.
Been asking for updates about his meat. All right. Well, I didn't know Jason was quite the chef.
Spread?
Did you not see his new barbecue, though?
No, I
on the
haven't.
Instagram, Chad. You didn't see that?
I haven't been keeping up with the Instagram. I've heard all about the TikTok, and I've been studying. No, I haven't.
Oh, God, my
Sorry, Alexis,
I was really excited about this twist in the narrative.
No, I'll be
great,
staying
yeah.
away from the TikTok, but OG are into the buy, and they've got 2 AKs. Make that 1 AK. MBK is deaded, and I said 2. It was only 1. It was a Galil alongside of that. So unalived is MBK right now.
Unalived, yeah. That's a Rushley special, I think.
Yeah, definitely. But this is a Freyk.
It's a free AK.
Yeah, so that's going to be picked on up here by one of these Deaglers, and that was Issa.
And JW's got a full AWP. He had to pay for this one himself, so he doesn't want to let this one get ripped out of his hands by any cheap $1,000 rifles. Mid-info. The fact the CTs don't know how many people are where Alexi stands is half the battle. Step 2 is the hard part.
They have a nade for Brolin's position.
I don't know if you can beat Brolin.
They have a smoke that they can deploy. They have some flashes that they can throw.
Issa needs a double, and I'm interested. Like, he has to open up this site, whether it's JW and Golden and Brolin, mix and match, pick and mix, whatever he wants. But he needs
pick and mix.
Yeah, God, yeah, a little gummy snake would really tickle my fancy right now. Here we go. Issa, 1 frag, needs a double to open up this site. His team are counting on him. He's got 20 seconds, and still Brolin the turret is firing off as usual. Oh, yes, that's perfect. JW controls and finds 2. There's Golden with 1, and a spotless round. Chad, I was
10, 15, 16 kills in 10 rounds of play for OG.
Yeah, that's a good way to summarize it. And this is why I mean, if we do see a third map, if OG pick it up in the interview, I'm going to be very interested to know like how they landed on Inferno.
Yeah, let's see. Let's give them a bar and let's set that to 4 rounds. Let's say if they get 4 rounds, 5 and 6, they're fantastic, but 4 is the minimum. I want to see OG get 4 and then roll on over, win that pistol round, and then we can start setting ourselves up for a competitive matchup.
So just for my own sanity, I'm going to be looking through what alternatives were available to them. Of course, you have to keep in mind their map
Overpass
ball.
was in the mix. We also had Nuke, but they've had a really bad time on their Nuke CT halves. We were covering that off when we were talking about previous tournaments with OG. I believe it was in EPL. Yeah,
so 12 maps played. They have definitely given it a go. It's one of the most played maps from OG, but clearly not something they wanted to play today. So perhaps we're seeing evidence of a map pick that's more justified by fear of another than strength on your pick. This is that lovely smoke towards the half wall. You can learn the Molotov as well. Really quite a lovely nade set. And you can see he's actually flubbed the smoke. So don't learn from him. Do as I say, not as I do, etc.
Still had the same end result. So Golden's quite lucky here that they didn't punish or exploit that whatsoever. Flashed on out, see that he smoked missed, probably going, oh, all right, well, we won't have that one happen again. And that'll cause a rotation back over towards the A side of things. So tucking out of sight, OG have actually fooled Golden. He cleared it, he thought nobody was home. Well, they're coming back, and that's a great smoke as well. MBK, are you going to clear it? Well, you were, but Golden is quicker today.
He is. Using this edge of the smoke, hoping Valda will be focused on the sandbags corner. This flashbang could catch him. It does. And he should go down. How does he get another shot? They've got 2 smokes. Alexi's going to throw this and start his charge. It could be wide open. It is. Flush is rotating in silently. Alexi wants to take some space. They've been getting stuck at pool, and that same Molotov is arriving now, so whatever they do, it can't be in pool. He's gone for the plant, and it's gone. Flushes knocks him off his perch again. Brilliant, 9 seconds. Alexi has to plant in the same spot, and he's been pushed, but a miss from JW does take the bomb out by Flusher again. A save required, and Fnatic taking 9. These B hits are falling as flat and as flimsy as the earth.
Yeah, and that right there, that hit onto the site, Issa was patrolling back towards second middle that entire time. So he was about 633 kilometers away as the other 2 of them decided to hit that bomb site. Him rotating in and even finding a kill was something special there because I thought he had absolutely no say within that round. Now, this could be a little bit of a tilty G purchase because I can see that Issa's already invested, but the timeout is being called. Money, not fantastic for everybody on OG because they didn't get the bomb down. Now, we're going to see what the rest of his teammates opt to buy in with here, but I would say the fact that he's done that so quickly with a timeout coming through, it is maybe rushed. You want to take your time as MBK, I think he's summarizing so far how this one feels. Crims, on the other hand, I don't know if he feels that way, but he definitely is looking that way.
He had an itchy head.
Itchy head.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see here, Isser is the only one to invest in an AK-47. He does have 650 in the bank, so that means he will be able to afford the AK with light utility behind it in the next round. So maybe not the end of the world, but I'm just not certain if that was the purchase they were looking for here. Alexi B will come on in with some nades and Kevlar as well. So let's see if OG can be threatening on these pistols as we see a 4-man lean from the Fnatic side of things within the early stages. And Brolin wanted to get aggressive. That AK punishes immediately, so maybe the purchase... It does make sense.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not it was intentional or not. A 9-2 scoreline, it's easy to add extra sprinklings of seasoning, of rage buys and blah, blah, blah. We don't know. Maybe Issa's hero AK is the way back in.
That reload's going to be heard here by the close-up position at quad, but I think they'll be tucking on back. They don't want to hang around for any of this nonsense. Smoke's being set up now. The 3 players through apps. Well, we've seen it before, but Brolin's not here to defend.
He's not. Flash follows as well. That does catch Golden. Really nice. But the molly completely keeps them at bay. This feels like the same round again and again.
They don't have Brolin this time, who's been the monster in the pit, but maybe Golden might have a little bit of a, I don't know, cosplay at it.
That's a big route from MBK. Well spotted by our obs team. In front of Valda. MBK needs this frag and he gets it as well now, looking like it could be the third. Not a guarantee. Valda with that smoke as well does fill me with confidence. If he drops that after a couple of seconds of patrolling, he will buy time. Trim's hoping that frag is gifted to him. Does have a kit. Got more cash than he could possibly desire, so there's no reason not to go for this. The only jewel that matters is NBK. Both looking in the right direction. He's running out of time now, needs the frag, and as he walks into the crosshairs, NBK connects. Third found, and third for OG as well. Triple kill.
Okay, well, the AK worked down, and now Mantu will have that AWP going forward.
That's a real gift from the gods, isn't it?
Yeah, I think right here as we move forward into the next round of play, if OG can hit that bar of 4, which is now only just 1 round away, they could be looking threatening. You saw what Fnatic were able to do after going down 11-4 on their map choice in the first half, with them starting on the T side of things. They made it a competitive match. And Alexi B opting for this MAC-10. So once again, wanting the mobility coming on through. But yeah, JW and Flusher wielding the AWPs. Flusher with a lot of information, and JW the timing.
It's awkward, it's uncomfortable, but he is still standing. Alexi B, though, now notes this, speeds up the pace, but Crim's watching so well. And it's going to be between JW and Brolin to deal with MBK. No fancy footing this time, and Brolin again, still a nuisance. 11 HP, it's all he's got.
Finally
Relinquishes control.
Yeah, and
the molly.
Crims has just mollied himself out.
This one might stall out here for Fnatic. I don't know if they want to go for this. I know their money still looks decent, but there's still going to be 2 rounds left to play after this one. If they go for this and they lose both of these rifles, the gun round in the final round of play might be, well, terrible, I think is the word I was looking for.
So if Flusher finds Mantu, which it seems he will, do they save the AWP or do they go for it? He wants to try and dunk Valda, yeah.
Did you see the head?
Won't nade the right spot. He's keeping him on the site at least. He's still going for it. Valda on the graveyard. That wallbang could have hit. A real chance squandered. They gave it everything she's got. Valda keeping him in it, and he just survives before that bomb explosion. So as you said, Chad, you know, we can sit here and we shouldn't hold our breath, sitting criticizing the veto process of OG, of course justified and understandable upon reflection, but 9-3, if it becomes a 9-6, that Fnatic CT dominance, the conversation of a third map will have to wait. That did look like it was straight on. Wallbang's a bit skew-if, of course, that the being straight on to the wallbang is probably your only way to guarantee in Counter-Strike. Any sort of diagonals really do gimp the damage.
All right, Fnatic need to win this round or their money is going to be bottomed out on the majority of their players here. So, important one for OG. They could get back into this with a 9-6 half. It did start slow, but if they turn it around and finish with 9-6, that's no worries whatsoever. So, normal exchange of utility over towards Banana. Quite even damage being done. Flash towards halls. Isra and MPK are clearing now. And if you'd like, OG, you can rally up. You can set up your smokes. You can set up your flashes. You can set up your mollies. And you can execute over towards this A side of things because Golden, he's in rotation. He's still getting his way over. You got Brolin towards Pit, and they've been able to deal with him in the last couple of rounds. And Crim's in tow towards that quad position. Mollies are looking good over towards the quad side of things. Help them grab control of the mid wall. And Brackets is now in the favor of OG. 54 seconds remain. Boldo wants to fight.
He might just get it if he keeps this up. Golden does get taken down to 65. The smoke comes in, but Golden can probably play around this a little bit, but it's obviously tentative. Doesn't want to give away that pick towards CT Archer. It would open up way too many opportunities.
Just know what OG are doing. They take Brackets, then they fall out. They hide in plain sight. They allow Fnatic to play forward for information, like they love doing on their CT side. And that's forced the rotation. Golden, once they cleared top mid, once they saw Brackets was clear, rotated over towards B, and it's the wrong call. Guess what? We're coming back to A, and Crims, you better be ready.
Crims. 19 seconds, he isolates one, he gets two. I thought the third may have even come through there, but the flank's so well-timed. Flusher, Brolin, shut this down. And with only 9 seconds, it's going to be Fnatic closing out. And that's going to be, honestly, Crims and Brolin nicely held. Crims being able to get 2 from there was very imperative.
Yeah, really, really important. Really important stuff. If that double didn't come through from Crims here, they would have had all of their chips put in on Brolin there to defend from that pit position. And that clear, you've seen OG do this a couple of times. They do it either over towards Banana or towards top mid because they know Fnatic like to take back that information, and they almost punish them with that right here. Normal mollies coming on through. The attack 9 for Alexi B. Still can be threatening in this one. They're doing their standard default over towards the holes position. The gambling over towards Banana again. Like, JW is just cleared towards top mid, and now he's rotating over. So Fnatic have a real feeling that OG want to start leaning back towards this B bomb site.
I'd love to know the kind of box that gets ticked in, you know, JW's head, or whoever makes the call to hit the little bit of a stack. Maybe just the timing, maybe just the Tech 9 being heard, whatever it may be, the AKs towards apartments. For now, the intention doesn't look like B at all. And now you've even got Flusher falling back a little towards Speedway. Not massively slow, maybe just considering the opportunity of it, the chance of it. 50 seconds. Again, utility being shown. JW, however, is in the right place this time. Sound being toyed with. Alexi B on the other side. Literally bonks the molly on his head, but it's MBK on the swing. Completely cracks open the side. It's all his, and through the smoke emerges JW to merely be sent to his grave.
Looks good for 5 here.
Yeah,
Locked out.
Practically flawless. With only 7 HP, Flusher falls to Issa's nade. A 10-5 half. Looking good for Fnatic to take us to a third, but OG with enough to work with. We'll be back after the break.
part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. I've lost control. You give me air to breathe. You give me light to see. Oh. When things are out of reach, you bring them back to me. Back to me. You see it through. You see it through. Yeah. You see it through. See it through. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place.
10 rounds to Fnatic, double digits found, and now heading into the harder of the halves. It is the T side. It should be OG looking to start with a bang. They are down a 5-round deficit. We've got Sponge and Pansy, myself, Machine. I think I'm going to go get caffeinated as this pistol round kicks off. Lauren, why don't you grab hold of these reins and steer this Counter-Strike pony in the right direction?
Whoa, Nelly!
Chad, is your name Pansy?
No, but I was trying
How
to...
dare you? Get away
I was
from
trying to-
play-by-play. You want to be a desk coach.
No, I was trying to play along with the
No,
joke.
I heard
that-
it. Yeah, imagine if I also had the chance to do that. I don't know, man. It
Yeah,
would
but
be
I
kinda
grabbed
cool.
it.
Yeah, I know you did. By the reins. I get it. I get it. 3 towards B for the CT side. OG in the right place right now, but we'll see if maybe JW wants to just rip Alexi B's head off.
Ooh, these 2 nades they have right now being thrown out towards Coffin. Nobody's home. Wrong
They've gotta
place,
commit.
wrong time.
They've got to just kind of press the issue, and they are already going through 4 players here for the CT side. Valda sitting back, but the flash is good. JW goes down. Alexi B can be given a little gold star for that one. Another flash, and the T's again. Blind as ever. They've seen barely anything once they step forward. And it is just Crims. Eyesight removed from the rest. It's Crims. The 1v3 beckons, and it feels very unlikely.
Well, that was good stuff there from OG. They hedged their bets over towards the B side of things. They avoided the nade damage coming out from Fnatic, and then the flashes, the teamwork, it was on point. OG closed that one out, get themselves the pistol round, and now with Fnatic not getting the plant, if you've been tuning in all this week to IEM New York, you would have heard me say that Fnatic do not buy on in after they lose the pistol without getting the bomb down. So you will just see them hang around with these Glocks and going for those percentage plays. Do you guys, should we go for a hike? I won't, like in the woods around here somewhere? Not right now.
Not like but you're proposing a walk.
Yeah. I don't know. It's nice to get outside, don't you guys think? Like in the wilderness.
I mean,
with no other people around.
I
some
usually,
trees.
I agree, and I do like it. Except it's more of like a kind of like not a day planned thing. Like if you showed up,
we go right now.
I know, but I'm just saying if you're sitting there with a backpack and bottles of water and you're like planning
Wants
it,
to do dad Chad things basically, and we're
he
being
wants us in the
weirdly
car.
changed into
Oh.
children, which feels a bit.
We are being morphed into
don't
what
like
he
it.
wants us to be.
It's a little uncomfortable at times.
But the Chad's
You
box
can-
is fun.
Look, you can go on a day trip with Rush, pack a little lunch
there's
for
a
him.
good place for hiking around here.
Where is
corner
it?
from a
Is it a
sandwich.
mountain? There's not many mountains around
The
Germany.
producer's telling me right now. I think it's not far away.
Can we rent a dog?
Can we rent a dog? I'm sure we can
quite
borrow a dog.
Is there a dog rental process?
I don't know if we
I'd
need to
hope so.
rent one, do we?
I mean, I just feel like walking's more fun when you've got the justification of an animal.
We know a lot of people here. We can borrow a dog.
I wonder if Milo's to know. He's in
No,
Sweden.
Sweden. Yeah, he's
The links are going to get sent through to me for the hike. I know you guys aren't going to come. I just thought I'd ask.
No, like I actually walk a lot. I've been spending a lot of time walking, but usually it's with the excuse of the dog. You know,
Also, I normally quite like doing it for peace and quiet. I normally like to
We
go
don't
on
have to
these
talk
things.
to each
that's
other.
far from a guarantee with Chad on
We
the
can
Yeah,
go out there and do
exactly.
it like a Lord of Flies type situation. See who doesn't come back.
Chad, we all know it would be you.
Me not coming
Yeah,
back.
you'd go on some sort of weird bravado trip, like, oh, get us food, and you just end up like perforated by some sharp twigs.
Eating some weird berries.
Yeah. We'd be like, Chad, Dad, we're doing your role play.
We're literally 20 minutes away from a cafe. It will be fine. No.
No, we need berries.
land.
I must gather the resources.
I like to look after people.
Yes, and that's an okay trait. That's okay. Just don't force it upon others. Now, round 18. At the moment, a 3-man lean, but it's just Valda throwing his nades now, returning to normality. We'll see the 3-2 split of your CTs to start us off in round 18. A boost. Very powerful. When they look to deny that mid control, you'll be able to cast your eyes over that smoke grenade that JW could choose to deploy. Roland's got apps for now, but this is where our conversation earlier will start to show its face. They've used 2 mollies for banana control. They're hoping that will force Alexi B to rotate, but he's actually doing quite the opposite. A read of sorts that this is the A finish.
Okay, honestly, the place we just got recommended is called Dragon's Rock. It sounds so cool.
Oh, it does. Dragon's Rock. I bet the elves of Rivendell have been there.
It is known the woodland elves wait, but what we know right now is the absolute warriors of Fnatic are battling through the middle. However, NBK survived. Surprising.
Hang on. Because now this is actually legit. If they rotate, yes.
Yeah, here
Chad
we
knows
go.
what I'm saying. Why don't you lay it down?
They only have 1 flash, so if this flash is good, they can keep Mantu off the line, but they need to take space. If he gets presented with 1v1s,
no,
there's
no,
his
no.
chance. And
No. One more chance, and it's this shot. Missed it as well. Now it's cooked. Get
run
out of there.
forest, or run to the forest.
To Dragon's Rock.
Dragon's Rock.
It's 41 minutes by car. And we have
Oh,
a
you
nice
said it was
view.
close.
Well, this is the one that
41
Matt
minutes.
linked us. There is a place that's
The hill
close.
was formed by rising magma that could not break through to the surface, then cooled and became solid underneath.
Lava under the Earth's surface is called magma.
I'm walking around in those like museums as a kid, and it's just you press the button, it tells you stuff.
Yeah, I just remember all of those unnecessary facts filling my brain.
They take Mantu out with the
How you hit the
AWP
shot,
here.
Steve?
Here we go.
Hey.
Chase him. Crims, get your skates on. He's going to let him hold on to the AWP. So Fnatic will have to deal with this in the following round. But fantastic work from Fnatic to deal with that. Those opening kills, Brolin up to 17 now, finding one. Oh, he did get him. Mantu.
Crims!
He just kept running. He thought he was hot on his
Stop.
tails. Literally ran into Crims there, who takes the AWP out. So that was a worry that they were going to have going forward. But Fnatic, that's a huge round to get.
Chicken.
I looked away from the screen for 1 second. Oh, here we are.
I bet Crims is just like,
What?
I guess, maybe top mid.
Yeah, he got real lucky here. Mantu
Oh.
must have thought he was being chased.
Yeah.
That's why he's trying to get as far away as possible. So that's a huge find right there. Massive work. And a bit of an oopsie from Mantu, all things considered. But they will get the buy back out.
Yeah, well, a
That's a
C-Set
Mantu.
isn't quite as intimidating as an AWP.
It's a little bit smaller. Doesn't have as many bullets.
It's not about the size of your weapon, it's about how you use it. See what he can do with the $500 pistol now. Talk the big talk with the AWP, but unless you're laying down the law, just looks pretty. Smoke, the Fnatic smoke, if you will, onto that fountain position.
That Molotov was gnarly. He did that running throw from the logs position all the way to Coffins, Flusher.
Off the skybox at a very odd junction.
That was an odd one right there. I'd like to see it.
I'm
I'd love
sure
to see it.
We can skybox it, if you're really in love with it.
Nah, not that much.
I didn't think so.
Looks like they're going back for the B execute right now. So we can see here, retooling. They weren't able to bait out too much utility from the B side of things. It's Alexi still holding onto a smoke and Mantu with a flash as well. So, sorry, Valda with a flash as well. So they will be able to work with this on the B side of things. Execute coming on in. Another Molotov over towards Coffins. Oh, but they're actually heading over towards A. So the bomb in limbo in Flash's hands right now. They're selling a fake. Golden's in.
He is, and he's working wonders, because Valda and Alexi are looking for him, but this A hit rests on Issa, and even the B frags, oh god.
Melted.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Oh, wow.
melted. Brolin's on one today.
Really nice.
So this means OG will have to save in the next round, and Fnatic should get themselves up to 13. If Valda can use this and pick himself up the AUG from Golden, it's going to be better to carry through than the MP9, and he's hunting now. He's taking a little bit of a look. He may as well, and he's going to get caught. So a flawless round there from Fnatic. They're going to build up to 12-7 on the scoreboard right now. And just taking a look at OG's cash, their bank balance, it's rough. $1,900 loss bonus coming on through, and this was Brolin's opening. So as the fake came in towards the B side again, OG looked for information, and MBK was punished for exactly that. Now their map choice is quickly running away from them, and it has been a bit of a joke, a running gag with OG that they do tend to lose their map picks.
It's true.
It's not over just yet. So they will take the save. 13 should come in from Fnatic. And then after that, if we see them mount a little bit of a comeback, we can start getting excited. I don't want to write them out just yet.
Rush?
But, oh, yes?
Hello?
It's one of his rounds, Chad.
Did you build your Lego?
I haven't built my... I built Steve. Steve's chilling out right now. He's watching me.
Is that the protagonist of Minecraft?
Yeah, that's Minecraft Steve.
Is that the skeleton?
I can't remember what
that's the Miney Man.
Is it Anne? Is the lady in Minecraft? I can't remember.
I believe
Lauren,
it's
do you
Anne
know?
and Steve, yeah.
Anne and Steve, yeah. A
Like
story as
Adam
old
and
as
Eve, it's
time.
Anne and Steve.
But yeah, USP's out. I like this triple pit setup, though. This is actually quite interesting. And look at this.
What do you like about it?
Well, I think there's a lot of angles to clear here. You got MBK up high, Mantu just chilling out, and then Issa, you know, just patrolling. Could be potent.
What do you think about his pistol of choice?
I don't like this skin, actually. Is
Why
there
not?
a skin that... Oh, the Overgrowth. That's a classic.
So is
from
the other one.
the Bravo.
That's Blood Tiger or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I can't remember. That's not Road Rash. That's something else.
That isn't.
What is this one? Oh, this is Alex. This is your pistol.
Yeah, man. I actually swapped my more expensive USP for this one. It's prettier
That's a
than
nice
the,
one.
the Neo Noir. Yeah, I swapped
Ooh,
my
this
Neo
is a
Noir
nice one.
for the Siret.
Hang on, how did MBK get that? Well, we'll catch that on the replay. Not sure quite where that came in. We will figure that out very shortly. But Mantu now, this was the position we were waiting for. This is falling apart. You guys might have to take this over. Let's a 1v2 with an AK. But just gets that got really close.
No, we were
actually.
confident in your ability there, Rush.
Rush, I think from now on, I'm just going to warn you, when you're casting an eco round and things are actually happening, you are involved in that whole round.
All
we
right,
might get
roger
involved, but you are a part of it now.
I might
Roger
make a
that.
sound effect if there's a big shot. I might go,
Oh!
Yep.
Yeah, but other than that,
Don't have to feel like stop
No, you
talking.
just
This is-
sell it.
That's your
Full
jam.
send.
you ride it.
Do it, Henry G. Oh, ho, ho, ho. One of those.
I don't love this buy from OG here. 2 SMGs in play, MP9s for Volda and Alexi. They've really wanted the utility right now to see if they can lock down towards the banana side of things. But the reason I don't like it is because Alexi and Volda are both of the B defenders. And they haven't even used their utility now to take space. They're actually just holding back and waiting. So Fnatic grabbing banana control very quickly. The utility will be limped on out now, but it's not going to hold them at bay for long. And they're not really in a threatening enough position to force forward with only MP9s. So Alexi and Volda are going to be under a lot of pressure here as Flusher, he forces forward.
He loves taking this as much space as he possibly can. And look, oh no, is that a double CT smoke? They're really not having a fun time in the office. OG, not only do they accidentally double smoke, Valda gets caught through it.
He's going to get megged as well.
Yeah, perfect flash, perfect frag. Fnatic, a well-oiled machine here on Inferno.
Barrage third. Looks like we're going there very, very quickly. Now, the remaining OG players will probably just save, but the issue for them is those kills came in so early and so quickly that once this bomb gets planted, Ruins gets cleared, chickens get killed, because I heard Flusher kill a chicken. Look, notice how they already have halls and they already have top mid. So at this point, you know that the CTs are in a couple of places. CT, arch side, library site, or pit. Now, as they move forward, they can take their time. They can wait for the rotation. MBK needs to hold here against Roland. Spots the barrel, does get a kill. There's a doorway. There's an avenue out of things, but Mantu, he's trapped. And Issa stuck down towards pit.
This determines their fate potentially here. MBK catching another. It's for survival. These are crucial frags, though they may feel a little trivial.
They can chase this as well.
Apparently it's Alex and Steve, by the way.
Alex and Steve.
Kill the chicken, Crims.
Don't! Yeah, chicken live.
Do it, Crims.
No, chicken live on the rug. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I should have got you a chicken, not a monkey.
Yeah, that would have been way cool.
Well, they didn't have any chickens.
How hard did you look?
Pretty hard. I spent a good 15 minutes in the Lego store.
I bet 14 of those were for Rush.
Oh, no, I saw that one first, and I thought, well, Rush will like this. Now, what can the other kids have? And then I got you guys the Frankenstein for Alex, and I was going to get you the witch, but I thought maybe
I
that's...
like that.
Well, I can take it back, I
No,
guess.
it's open now. P90 with Flusher, we're off. Art.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, well, he's going to be off somewhere else, isn't he? Because,
Well.
14 points of health. I don't know how much impact he's going to have.
Want to trade me that AWP, JW, or... Nah. Mantu's going to find Roland, so this is looking a bit wrapped up, honestly. You're going to look at Golden and Crims to try and be the difference makers. Because as I said, a P90, you need a little bit of sustain with that thing. You
Yeah.
don't get to just hit the heady and back away.
Why don't we frame it this way? If OG lose this round, a 4v5 advantage with Flusher limping on 14 points of health with only a P90 at this current juncture, then the game is basically over. I can't see them coming back from 15-7 down. But if they convert, and they convert cleanly, and Alexi B upgrades from the FAMAS into an AK-47, now we can start having a conversation about a longer game. So Golden's trying to punish this little gap that's remaining in the smoke just here. We have more members coming over towards Banana to help him out, trying to nutmeg through, and he does take down Alexi.
Oh, God.
Great stuff from Fnatic. It's a pleasure to watch.
Oh, and they even found NBK searching for info again. It's just Issa.
Yeah.
They should never have lost this round.
No, and I'm sure that's a conversation that they will have to put a pin in, because this one's just flown away from them so damn fast. Does set the stage for our third map.
Miragi. Is they going to try and save this one as they did in the previous with the 3 rifles? And the loss bonus here is looking good, but what? What? Oh.
Is he showing us the line that he got? He was like,
this is what I could see.
Before you clipped me, here I am.
This is what I had, and this is now you're dead. So out you go. Golden's double was insane. It was absolutely mental, that double. And they had a third player on that B side of things. Yeah, Flusher making it look easy as you like there. A little bit of an elbow spotted as, oh, cosplay. Look at this, bottom left. You guys seeing this?
Oh, got a full CT.
Polizei.
Yeah,
Wow.
respect. That was the overpass ones, the German.
Heinz.
Hallo.
What are they called?
Polizei.
G-I-S-G-I-G-N?
The
Gigan.
Okay, well, Golden operating this time on a Mach 10. Had enough for an AK. Has 3,900 residual. Looks like they might just be sitting and setting up to prep towards the B side of things. Great flash work there as Alexi will find a kill. Roland can't find one in exchange, and Alexi wants more. 15-7.
Yeah. Still part of me feels like the Crimson Fnatic can find a way back in, and it was short-lived. JW did take the enemy AWP down, and he's denied a lot of long control here. If he casts his eyes, admittedly, from the left eye, so peak advantage now held by that library player. Smoked off. Flusher advancing. This catches a glimpse of NBK as well. Brolin so low, doesn't want to go. Now JW's opened up even more and more space. Pit, likely sight, don't have to commit.
So much time to work with here, but Brolin's smoke's going to start to fade, and when it does, he'll be exposed. So watch his decision-making.
A lot of pressure on his shoulders for this next duel. Flusher can win the round if he gets it, and he has. Now be open. Brolin to clutch, or at least fend off the rotate. Looking good so far. MBK will have heard that. So the banana flank likely going to be Brolin's frag, and oh, nice. MBK's removed him. Flusher to clutch, and he loses out onto the duel. So Fnatic, despite winning out, it's going to be recovered AKs and an 8 for OG.
Yeah, they even get that AWP for Mantu here. So good stuff from OG. We'll need 7 more on the trot to tie things up at 15-15 and take us to overtime in map number 2 of semi-final number 1 on day number 5. This one is going to feel like it has a matter of time written all over it before we do get to Mirage. It's difficult to see OG being able to defend against how easy some of these rounds have been for Fnatic. This one here, the low HP and just the good positioning there was enough to close it on out. Someone's eating some cereal there in the bottom left. And the buys will come back on through. So Alexi down there on the SMG once more, but everyone having the rifles of choice. Kits are in play, utility as well. And over towards B, they'll lean with 4 players. They really want this banana control here. So that'll be the first wave of utility. Normally that first wave of nades gets thrown out by the rotators, and that was it. Double HE's down, and now Molotov's coming on out. The rotation from the likes of Issa and MBK will be heading back over towards the A side of things. Now Alexi forces forward and does a lot of damage there. Chunks down through the smoke, gets traded out, so back and forth we go, but Volde comes out on top. I'm
really surprised Mantu, the timing was perfect on the flash, takes the time to consider when the player might push, hits the shot and hits the second shot. They're holding on to another one. JW great, but this is an incredibly tall task, and I think he knows that. Shuffling away some of the goodies. Still a minute on the board, trying to be proactive, but I think he knows he's in real trouble here. Double dipping maybe for that extra piece of utility.
I wonder if he's going to go for this or save, because as you can see right now, Fnatic, their money's not in the greatest of positions after the rounds have been strung in a row by OG. So Crim says 4,800, same for Flusher. They will get a little bit of a loss bonus, but JW wanting to save onto this AWP. And he's gone close to the radio. So he knows how it works. He knows that the observer will watch the one player in the 1 on X situation. Where's the music?
Where is the music?
I don't think it always has music. Does it?
Radio's
There's a
not on.
voice.
Radio's not on.
Oh. Thanks,
Oh,
guys.
thank you guys. You're listening to 95.4 FM on the VU.
It'd be amazing if it's just they only put that audio to our ears and no one else heard that. Sarah's like, wow, they are weird.
Well, they knew that already.
Yeah,
They
true.
didn't know that. I don't think they've been listening.
Maybe a newer viewer. Hi, this is it. This is what we are. That is a very, very wild spray lost out by Flusher. Flash reaction time's strong for Mantu, but this is a very much an uphill struggle now. In order to take us to overtime, we need to see a slew of 6. Admittedly, we won't be seeing Fnatic fully equipped should they start that journey for every single one of those rounds, but starting with the full AKs and a single Galil sacrifice in pursuit of utility, JW on the AWP. Double nades, not finding anything.
Okay, so they've done the same setup. So 4 players towards top of B in case they get pressured early. Nades go down, don't find any damage. Now the second wave coming on through from the B defenders of Alexi and Volder. Extra nades will be heard, and that can be called across because Volder chose to use his HE as well. And if Fnatic were listening, they'll know just how many grenades were dropped over towards this side of things. They've rotated back into the traditional setup right now, but if I'm Fnatic and I've heard this, maybe next round I want to go for a feign for the aggressive banana play and then go up middle. But Mantu wants a frag. He wants it quick, and he's even going to get it. That was some fast stuff there from Mantu. Flusher goes down, another number advantage. OG aren't done just yet.
Stop fiddling with your Legos.
I put it away.
Put your Legos away. You're banned from the Legos until we're done. NBK does get a frag onto Brollan, so now again does seem like OG can do this. As they're confirming things. Just JW and Crimson a tag, unfortunate, using great positioning to his success there. And now JW through the smoke, there's no way. A 2v4 made 2v3. Crimson JW on for a clutch of the century here. It was just the two of them up against the 5 CTs. JW onto Mantu, Issa court.
MBK's on an island here, and he's low.
Crim spotted out. He's still very present, so he knows there's an isolated player, but you can see Valder coming around to try and ensure a bit of help here. And Valder misses the shot. It's opened up a chance here, but time's dwindling.
Big chance. He can get one more. Needs it now. 5, 4, needs to plant. And he does get it down. Alexi B from Banana.
It was too late.
What?
It was too late. It was a second too late. It went down on 3.
So unlucky. I saw the 4. I thought he started the plant. What's the magic number? It's 4.5. Like it has to be like you still have to be seeing the 4 on the clock to click
And
it.
just a touch too forward. I think he was maybe a little wary of
4, 3. You're right. You're right. Oh, wow.
Just a smidge right there as JW is going to be kicking himself, but obviously didn't want to die to that quad position right there. So staying in it, ROG, it was close, it was intense. They lost a lot of numbers, but their money, the residual cash is good enough to buy once again. Fnatic taking this time out. And as they had the 2,400 loss bonus come through in that previous round, they should be able to get themselves some pistols to help out JW with this saved AWP. And next round, they will be able to get the buy on the board. But let's take a look at the scores on the doors. 19 for Brolin, JW with 19 as well. 18 apiece for Crims and Golden. And then you have Flusher down the bottom on 15. On the other side of things, leading the charge, MBK. 18 kills for him, 17 for Mantu, 12 for Volder, 12 for Issa, and 10 for Alexi B. We can get this one back underway as freeze time and the timeout have concluded. Pistols have been purchased on through. It's some Deagles, P250, Tech 9, Smokes, Flashes, and this AWP. So JW, he will be leading the charge here. Can he find any picks? That's the question.
He can find Valder's double in the feed. There was some more. Golden known for taking a couple of risks. This time not going to pay off. 20 minutes past 4, for those of you wondering.
Quick round. This one should be done and dusted. I don't see how Flusher and Brolin get back into this with just this AWP and 4. Now, if they get gifted a couple of kills, then sure. But with 1:20 left on the clock, with only Kevlar for Brolin, Flusher's only rocking the glass cannon with the HE behind it. Brolin's actually picking up a couple more nades now, so he's got himself a flash and a smoke. They might be able to try and isolate a duel, but what I really like about the setup from OG right now is they're playing in the site and they're playing together. So over towards the B side of things, over towards the new box, we've got one player boosted on up, one player down below, and they're able to play off of each other and trade out efficiently. So Issa will swing when Alexi takes the aggro. And over towards the A side of things, they're also giving up the avenue for the mid to B because of this B side setup and how tucked in it is. Brolin limps out of smoke. They're going to opt for a boost over towards that coffin position. We can see nobody home. The rotation will probably come in for the flank if they do get into the B bomb site, but they need to find some kills. And now that we have 35 seconds left, do they just want to save these or do they want to go for it? That's the question.
They're trying anything to get that one frag. But this is the jewel. And Brolin, he's no slouch. He could get it. Jiggle. Oh, takes the head off. Now just need one more. And the wallbang not quite going to connect. With 20 seconds, Flusha has time. But using that smoke to great success, Issa repositions. He's used it to move and maneuver. Calling it clear now, though. And that's a little bit of an answer for Flusha. Fires off the shot, hoping to bait Issa in. And oh, you can see the cogs whirring.
Yeah.
I love watching Flusha clutch. Just to see those tiny little details. Firing off the shot, switching to the deagle. He would have had time to plant had Issa gone down to that deagle. This is what I'm referencing. Knows there's a potential from the flash. Fires off the shot. Issa starts to move. He gets his sidearm. Had he hit the headshot? 5, 4. Bomb goes down 1v1. A chance found by Brolin and Flusha in a 2v4, but it's not enough. OG, 4 more in a row required. And it is the second time outcalled by the Fnatic roster.
Yeah, now they have money to work with. So whatever round they want to opt for here, we need to keep our eyes on that because they've been getting denied banana. Now we have the European Grand Final going down tomorrow for those of you who want to pencil that one into the calendar. Maybe write it in pen. It's going to be a big one. I think the start time may actually be 4 p.m., not 2 p.m. So I'll double check that. We will be getting the buy on the board. JW can only get himself a smoke and a flash. Everybody else with the Molotovs, nades, and smokes as well. So Fnatic, what is your approach? We know that if you go for one of these faster plays towards middle, you might get away with one here. OG have been conditioning banana, and actually now they just go back to the standard 2-3 setup. Voldo and Alexi, they're the only ones over towards the B side of things, not the extra men. It's going to be OG tucking in with all 3 players on that quad side of things. And Brolin, well, they've done the fast mid control and they've even found the opening kill.
Uh-oh. Issa has managed to juke it out in the apartments, though. NBK's duel is crucial, and he's lost his life. Brolin continues to be a real problem for them. Golden could go down here, but he's got such quick reactions. The crosshair finds their head, and Flusha, Fnatic, just making it look easy. That's one way to secure it. That's the way to go all the way. Our semi-final, the first of IEM New York, is off to 3.